So are we switching to the NFL now? I think
I would prefer we do now because Hank, I think, is looking bored. Now I'm playing.
No, I'm good.
Hank, like itching, crawling at the bit to try to get to the mic.
Like, please, I want to talk about my team.
No.
Congratulations on your pickup, Hank.
Yeah, let's start off.
Yeah, you got trash. Now I'm playing.
We now we can all hit that blunt. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny because the team's green. The color's green.
We're hitting all.
No, that's great.
Oh, I really wish Chris Berman was still. He still did the thing because remember that thing. Like he did the highlight reel of LeGarrette Blount. He's like, "Get out of here! Get out!" Like the whole thing with LeGarrette Blount.
And then someone said he's got running away from the cop speed or something like that. But we got LeGarrette Blount, and honestly, he fills a need as a big back. I think it's like a 1 year, $1.5 million contract with like about a million or so of assets or something, or signing bonuses.
For the most part, yeah, it's a year deal.
I feel like it's a low risk move. I think he's a guy who can carry the ball like 100, 150 to 175 times. If he can be half the guy he was in New England, I'll be happy with that. You know, and he's a short yardage guy. Hopefully, in like 3rd and 1 situations, 4th and inches situations, the Eagles can become a touchdown team instead of a field goal team, which they were last year.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you. I mean, this is what's going to be interesting what happens with Philadelphia because last year they were more of let's use small backs and primarily rely on the quarterback. You know, like play small.
Yeah. Don't
worry about power run. Like the Cowboys, like they have power run.
Yeah.
What I think is going to be interesting is how the Eagles work with LeGarrette Blount and how they're going to. I think that if this power run style ends up becoming like successful and it helps the development of Carson Wentz, I think they'll stick with it. I just think with what Doug Peterson wants to do is he wants to try and do that. Like that's what he's trying to do, but I don't know why people are calling for his head already. I mean, come on guys, don't become the Cleveland Browns and fire like all your coaches. Hey.
That's usually getting mad, but I mean I agree. I think it's going to actually help a lot with Carson Wentz because you're going to be able to really play off some really good play action with LeGarrette Blount, and I think that it's gonna really get Carson Wentz outside the pocket, let him use his athleticism and that big arm. Have everyone come up, usually a safety in the box now because you have to. I mean, it takes 4 or 5 guys to tackle LeGarrette Blount usually. So now you have to stack an extra guy in the box. You know, you can't. You know, you always have to account for him when he's on the field. So you can't have smaller guys like you can't have a nickel set out there expecting having safety stop LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah, I think
it'll really take a lot of pressure off of Carson Wentz.
It'll force
because they're going to build
a
good steady run game.
Yeah,
I'm slowly becoming an Eagles hater.
An Igloo's hater.
Figure out the words that he wanted to use. That's how I rate it.
It's blind fury. It's all over Carson Wentz. So I mean, that's the only thing. But that's my own team's deal. So I'll sit with that. But good job for Eagles.
Yeah.
You get to hit that blunt finally.
I think that the move.
Aren't you a teacher, Hank?
The what? Am I what?
I said, aren't you a teacher?
I am a teacher. Awkward silence. But I think that Peterson gets a lot of flack because a lot of times last year this move is good on paper, but I mean, there were so many times last year where I just wanted to like throw my phone at the TV because
I saw a lot of them.
I mean, it for me it harkens to that first Giants game where on 2 different occasions he went for it on fourth down, and one instance was a quarterback sneak and one instance was a run up the middle by Darren Sproles, which I don't know anybody gutsy enough to do something like that. I guess you look at that as, well, if it works, he's a genius. If it doesn't work, he's not. But if we kick those 2 field goals, we win the game.
But not only that, but the thing is that with LeGarrette Blount, you can do stuff like that. You can run up the gut with this big, like a guy like him. And what's going to be, this is going to affect how the Eagles draft next year, because you got a guy by the name of Shaquan Barkley that's beginning to pop off my screen. And I think he would fit really well with the Eagles. Yeah. So he could, depending on how the scheme works out, if I'm assuming they're going to start doing a power running scheme, I don't know if they'll use a fullback or not. I don't know if they still even use a fullback. But the thing is that this signing, even though on paper it sounds all right, but don't expect it to be insanely. Well, maybe down the road it'll be game changing. Yeah. For all we know, the Eagles might become a power running team like how the Cowboys have done.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Who knows?
They could do it. Yeah, I mean, I think LeGarrette Blount's the perfect guy to see if that scheme, and we talked about the team-friendly deal, see if that scheme works for you guys. Luckily Carson Wentz is young enough. You get him a good running back, and then you see, is it worth it to invest in a power running back? Does this work for us? Is this what we need going forward? So I think it's a good situation. Hank, your team's got a little too many wide receivers. Why don't you send one over to Baltimore since we gave you Timmy Jernigan?
Give him Alshon Jeffrey.
No, stop it.
You can have Nelson Aguilar and Dorial Green Beckham.
And some Doritos.
I'll take both. Thank you.
All right. As long as LeGarrette Blount stays off the blunts, then I think that as long as he stays off the blunts, 150 to 175 carries for like 500 yards, I'm fine with that.